Hi learners, I am Amjo Blessing, your foods and nutrition instructor. Previously, we discussed beverages, and now we'll be treating recurve, that is leftover food. And let's consider the objectives together. At the end of this lesson, you learners should be able to 1. State the meaning of recurve and how recurve food can be preserved. 2. Outline methods and principles of preserving leftover foods. 3. Mention reasons and rules of preserving leftover foods. 4. State the disadvantages of overeating leftover foods. And lastly, 5. Mention ways leftover foods are used. Meaning of recurve. Recurve is the reheating of leftover food with addition of new ingredients to make new dishes. Some don't add additional ingredients. You can add new ingredients in order to change it to new dishes. Leftover foods are the unconsumed prepared food, the food that you prepare but you did not consume everything. So the remaining one is known as leftover food. Leftover foods should only be reheated and not cooked, because further eating can destroy the nutrients and thereby impair the nutritive quality of the food. Then how can we preserve leftover food? That is preservation of leftover food. Leftover foods should be preserved properly. If not properly preserved, it can lead to wastage. If you don't preserve it very well, it will waste. And what are the methods of preserving leftover food? 1. You can refrigerate. So the remaining food you do not consume, you put it in your fridge. That is by refrigerating. Then 2, by freezing. That is when you put in freezer compartments. When you freeze, the food solidifies and actions of enzymes and growth of microorganisms are arrested. So there won't be growth of microorganisms in it. And 3, by putting it in cupboard. So if you don't have refrigerator, you don't have fridge, you don't have freezer, you can keep or preserve the food in the cupboard. But don't forget that when you put in the cupboard is not cold, so it brings high temperature, which can spoil the food and render it uneatable. Now let's consider the principles of preserving leftover food. Principles of preserving leftover food. Number 1, it will prevent growth of microorganisms when we preserve using the methods mentioned. So it will prevent the growth of microorganisms. 2, it will arrest the action of enzymes that should have taken place in the food, which will render the food unpalatable or unsuitable for consumption. 3, to prevent chemical reaction that might occur in the food. That brings us to disadvantages of overeating leftover food. Number 1, if it is overheated, destruction of nutritive quality of the food will take place. 2, the protein present in the food becomes hardened and tough, and this occurs due to overeating. And once toughness and hardness occur, it will reduce the digestibility. The way at which it will digest, it will reduce it. 3, the carbohydrate present in the food, if it is overheat, can turn to brown. That is, caramelization can take place. Then 4, if overheated, decomposition of fat, that is the breaking down of fat and oil, can occur. Now we move to the reasons for preheating food. 1, it prevents wastage. Then 2, it is economical. Instead of you to start going to the market, purchasing another food ingredient and start cooking, so you just reheat the one you have and you eat. It is economical. 3, it provides variety because you can add additional ingredients with it. You can add veggies, that is the vegetables, you can add it to it, so it provides variety. 4, it makes the food more appetizing due to what you have added to the veggies and the new flavor you have added. So it makes the food more appetizing. And 5, it makes the food more digestible. We have some rules for reheating food. When you want to reheat your food, there are some rules you must follow. And 1, you must not recook. You should only reheat the food in order not to render it indigestible. 2, when reheating, always add extra seasoning and flavoring in order to regain the lost flavor. Then 3, new ingredients should be pre-cooked. Don't forget, if you are adding veggies, moisten the food well. That is, if there's no water in it, if the water dries up. So make sure you add little water, but do not allow the food to get soggy. You must not allow the water to be too much. So you add little water when reheating. Then 8, coat food where necessary in order to prevent direct heat. So you can coat with breadcrumb, you can coat some of this food with flour. Then 9, you make use of quick method of cooking. Example, frying. To make use of quick method of cooking. And 10, always garnish to make food attractive. Because if you are given leftover food to children just like that, they won't take it. So you have to make it attractive to them in order for them to eat. Then when you are serving, make sure you serve hot. You serve it when it is hot. Let's look at the examples of how to use leftover foods. 1, how to use leftover boiled rice and meat stew. Here you put the rice in a saucepan and you apply it gently. Then you add the stew and you mix thoroughly. Then you cover the saucepan and you continue eating. Low heat, don't forget. Then you serve it hot with fresh cooked green vegetables. 2, how you can make use of leftover stews and soups. You remove meat that is in the soup or stew and you add some sliced onion, pepper, tomatoes and water. Then you boil. After boiling, you can add rice. Then you season with pepper. You cook. When rice is almost done, you add the meat that you have removed and a little curry can be added in order to improve the flavor. 3, how to use leftover boiled yams. This can be fried into dudu, that is, you fry it. After cutting, you fry. You deep fry. And or you can roast it directly, or you can consume it like that after warming. Then you consume it with stew. You can consume it with stew or vegetable oil or palm oil. 4, how to use leftover fish. Cooked leftover fish can be turned savories if free from skin and bones. That is, if the skin, you remove the skin from the bone, then you minced it. That is, you cut into small pieces. You minced it. Then you can add little butter. After this, you spread on both. You can spread. After spreading, then you can use it to prepare fish pie, fish cake, fish salad, and fish cutlets. 5, leftover meat. How we can use leftover meat. Leftover cooked meat such as bacon, ham, tongue, kidney, or liver may be minced and used Then you add extra flavor. So they can be used in meat pies, and it can be reheated carefully in saucepan. If you cut into joints, if you cut into pieces, you can fry and make use of it. Then 6, how to use leftover vegetables. Leftover cooked vegetables can be used for salads. For example, vegetables such as peas and potatoes may be mixed with mashed mayonnaise and used for salads. Then you can use cold potato. Cold potato can be mashed and used for fish cakes, or you use it to make potato cake brown. This you fry. And 7, cake. Leftover cake. How you can make use of leftover cake. Cake can be used for truffles, cheesecake, crunchy. You can use it to make chocolate fun, and so on and so forth. Summary, we were able to define what can be preserved. Then we outlined methods and principles of preserving leftover foods. Then we mentioned reasons and rules of preheating or heating leftover foods. We stated the disadvantages of overeating leftover food. And lastly, we mentioned leftover foods can be used. That brings us to the end of our lesson.